Hi everybody, it's Brian for GadgetUnit.com, and in this video I'll be taking a look at 3 of Incipio's cases for the new HTC One, also known as the M8. I'd like to thank Incipio for sending these over to me for review purposes. If you are interested in picking these up, you can get them from Incipio.com. You could also find them on Amazon for lower prices, so I'll have links to all of them down below in the description, as well as in the written review below. First, I'll be taking a look at the DualPro SHINE, which is a dual layer protective case, so you have 2 different layers. This is also what the packaging looks like. It's a little bit thicker than I'd like, but it still gets the job done and is easy to get into, as you can see here. So all you get for your money is the case itself, no extras, so no screen protectors, cloths, or anything like that. Here is the DualPro SHINE itself, and we have 2 different layers, as I mentioned earlier. You have this thick, hard TPU inner layer that you put your phone into first, and then you have this sort of brushed aluminum-looking plastic backing that goes around that. So let's just take the one and slip it into the TPU portion first, like so. Very easy to do so. Then you just take your plastic portion and slip it over the back of the TPU. You'll want to make sure that you start with the Incipio section first. Otherwise, it's going to be sort of recessed and it just won't be in place properly. I did the rest of the installation off camera because it's honestly not as straightforward as you might imagine. But here's what the back looks like. Here we have one large cutout for our 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera with a dual LED flash. We have a cutout for our secondary camera, our rear facing microphone, and of course here we have some of the Incipio branding. On the front we do have a lay on the table design, as you can see. Well, there's nothing along the left. At the top we have a cutout for our power button, no issues with the IR blaster. On the right side we have a cutout for our micro SD card slot, and we do have a couple of covered areas for our volume up and down. They are harder to press and they do take away from the feedback just a bit. And at the bottom we do have a large cutout for our micro USB port as well as our 3.5mm headset jack. So again, this case does have sort of a brushed aluminum look to the plastic backing. In terms of grip, this case really doesn't have too much. In terms of protection though, you'll definitely have some draw protection with this particular case. Removing the case from the phone is a little bit difficult. You'll really have to be using your nails for this one, but I would just start along the right side and sort of pry the plastic backing up and behind the black TPU there, and then your case is uninstalled. Next up is the Incipio NGP, which is a really simple and straightforward TPU case for the One. This particular color is called the Translucent Mercury, and it is available in 3 other different colors. So let's go ahead and take the One. Installation is the simplest of the 3 cases that I'll be showing you, and so is the removal process. So here's what it looks like. Also doesn't really add too much in terms of grip. The back is pretty much slippery, just like the One itself. On the back we do have one large cutout for our rear-facing camera, dual LED flash. And we do have another cutout for our secondary camera, as well as a third cutout for our rear-facing microphone. We also have some Incipio branding in the lower right. At the top we have a cutout for our power button and our IR blaster. There are also some covered button areas here. They do take away from the feedback and they are a little bit harder to press, not so much as the first case though. We also have a cutout for our micro SD card slot. Nothing on the left side to see, but on the bottom we do have large cutouts for our micro USB port and 3.5mm headset jack. This one also has a lay on the table design, so you're able to put your phone's screen first onto a table without your display actually touching it. Also around the rear facing camera there is some black lining so that you shouldn't have any issues with the flash. The last case to take a look at is the Incipio Watson, which is a wallet folio case with also a removable case on the inside. So here we have a strap that allows you to keep the front cover closed because there's not really an alternative secure way to do that with this case, unfortunately. So let's just take the One and install it into the right side of the case. We also have a micro suede lining on the right side to make sure that your phone is protected while being installed. And just like that, it is installed. As the name suggests, or the description rather, you do have 3 slots here for cards if you'd like to put maybe your ID card there, a membership card of some sort if you want to go somewhere quick without having to take your whole wallet around. That's what that's for. This case does feature the phone's sleep-wake function, so you could close the front cover and then open it up and your phone will turn on. So here's an example of the strap, making sure that the cover is closed and won't open accidentally. No problems there. It's a little bit awkward to use the phone with this case installed because of how large and basically how bulky it is. Taking a quick tour, On the right side, you have one large cutout for your volume rocker as well as your micro SD card slot. At the bottom, you have one large cutout for the bottom area there, so you have easy access to your micro USB port and 3.5mm headset jack. At the top, one long cutout as well for your power button and IR blaster, no problems there. On the back, we have one large cutout for our camera and LED flash. You have separate cutouts for your secondary camera as well as your rear-facing microphone, and you also have some Incipio branding there. They say that this does use leather, so you have nice quality materials with this particular case. And as the description also said, this is a removable case, so you could actually remove one portion here, like so. It's a little bit difficult to do so, like that. There are some snaps around this back cover here so that you could hold it securely into the back portion here. And this is what that removable case looks like. It's pretty standard plastic shell for the rear of your phone. So if you want to just use this, you can easily do so, and then when you're ready to use the wallet case, you can just snap it back into place like so. There are about 3 or 4 different points of contact, and you're going to hear those once you snap everything back into place, and then everything is securely held into the Watson wallet folio. And then you're good to go. So now comes the removal process of your phone. It's actually incredibly difficult to remove. First, I would start off with removing the actual back cover from the Watson case itself. So after using quite a bit of force, everything came apart there. And now we have to actually remove the case from the phone itself, and it looks like it actually came off a little bit on its own, so that's nice. So we'll just remove it from the corner. And fortunately, there were no problems. It's a very difficult removal process, actually. It's somewhat dangerous, so you're going to have to use quite a bit of force to separate all of the pieces from each other, but it is possible. Overall, I am pretty satisfied with all 3 of these cases, except for these 2. They don't really have too much in terms of grip, but that seems to be the case with most cases nowadays, unfortunately. This one does have quite a bit of grip due to the way it's shaped and just due to its general size. The actual internal case that you can remove does have more grip than these 2 though. Other than that, I really don't like the Watson because of its removal process, so if you do put your phone into here, you're going to want to leave it installed for quite a while due to how difficult it is to remove your phone from both of the cases. That's just a little bit unfortunate, but once you have your phone installed, everything is just fine and everything works as it's supposed to. As the title of this video suggested, this is a giveaway, so all you have to do is go to the written review linked down below in the description, and at the bottom there will be a Rafflecopter widget, so you can enter to win one of these cases. The winner will be able to pick any one of these cases that they would like, and it will be shipped to them. It's only available to people in the US though, because international shipping outside of the US is still very expensive, so I will not be going with that route, so US people only. And that pretty much does it with this video. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback about this or anything else, feel free to leave those down below in the comments area. But that's it with the video, so thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon.